Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 4. Time for Reiner to come face to face with Jesus Eren. So what's up guys, Foxen here. Oh yes, did Mappa hear our pacing concerns? This Attack on Titan episode really nailed it, it turned out great. So go ahead and colossal smash that like and subscribe. We did it, 500,000. Next goal, let's get to 1 million before 2021. If only. This episode titled, From One Hand to Another. Kicking this off, Reiner and Falco, talking about those helpful hands. You had the name drop from Mr. Kruger. Let's go. Turns out Mr. Yeager has been using the name of the former Attack Titan that helped out Grisha. You still have Hobo Eren at the hospital. Hey little boy, can you do me a favor? And this is why you avoid talking to nice people with candy. Yes, can you send this letter to my family? Really code for helping me snuggle this out of here. So place your bets, who is getting Eren's love letter? The wife Mikasa better not find out. So far, this is the 4th episode, and unfortunately no updates to the opening. I was hoping for something new, but I'm losing out hope. Is anyone else too? Anyway, let's visit the Tiber family. These moneybags even have their own private personal guards. I mean, Mr. Giant here has been getting fed well. Dude, Levi could climb you. So let's welcome Willy Tybur into Attack on Titan, the head of the Tiber family. And for me personally, one of the most fascinating characters in the series. And oh crap, I just realized it. The thick buddy over here is actually that Marleyan dude from the battlefield. Notice that wounded arm he was previously bitching about. Anyway, getting a good look at the entire Tiber family. Keep in mind they are Eldians themselves who live with wealth and mansions. I spy with my little eye a few troublemakers. As for the juicy topic, Commander, can you guess who is the Warhammer Titan? Gotta love Willy Tybur suddenly playing with him. From everyone here, who is looking sus? Rest assured, the Warhammer Titan is in this location. Mwahaha. Time for some Titan lore, the great hero Helos, which was a warrior that saved the world a century ago. Let me get this straight, a warrior that was somehow able to take down Titans. Huh, who does that remind you of? I bet Zeke is shivering in the distance. So getting deep into Magath, his thoughts about Marley being empty within are pretty revealing. Arguably, both of these guys are right about how the great hero Helos is a perfect stand-in that embodies Marley in present day. They really go into the current state of affairs for Marley. Despite Marley constantly being at war, trying to conquer more people for their land, people within Marley are all too oblivious at the reality of what's going on the battlefield. I mean, why would they care? They're too far separated. Besides, a lot of that fighting is done using Titan powers and Eldians. So what does this whole situation remind you of? A country that goes to war pretty often. This really is one of the shining parts of Attack on Titan. You could relate this so much to our own world. Anyway, continuing with the commander's thoughts about Marley, he's not too happy about his nation. Despite being on the front lines himself, he's not a fan of wars. The guy even wants Marleyans to join the battlefield themselves. Hopefully getting a taste firsthand would make them rethink their war agenda. Next up, the colossal reveal time, the grand twist. It turns out that Marley is actually being controlled in the shadows by the Tiber family, which means by Willy. This means Eldians at the top have kept the status quo. They've kept the ongoing terrible treatments of Eldians within the internment zones, diving into the reasons for Willy's actions, or lack thereof. This goes back to Marley capturing the Titan powers and overthrowing the Eldian king during the Great Titan War. You recently found out about the Tiber family stepping up against a king. In short, the roles have been reversed now. The oppressed Marley has now become the oppressor. The Tiber family has simply voluntarily given freedom to Marley. Willy supposedly claims this was part of atoning. They were just watching to see what Marley would do. History has shown that they did exactly like Eldia had done. Use and abuse the Titan powers to take over more land and people. This episode now has Willy coming out claiming that he accepts responsibility. Arguably, this could be why Willy agreed to Zeke's plan to give a grand speech to the world on their behalf. It's time to attack Paradise Island. The time to reveal the truth to the world is coming up. Can you handle the truth? A key thing to notice here, you got that line from Willy that a hero is once again needed. Hardcore Attack on Titan fans will recall me referencing this in various theories. Who ultimately will become that hero, the next Helos? Switching to juicier stuff. They did it, the peak scene. You actually have Beskar on all fours. Go ahead guys, I give you permission to simp. I'm actually surprised at how many manga readers got pissed off that the scene got removed from episode 2. I guess Mappa heard your complaints. You couldn't live without seeing Peak's cake. Anyway, mission time. Look closely at the walls here. Perfect circles and fitting on the island, no problem. You might recall me crunching the numbers on this. There's no ways the walls would fit on Madagascar given real-world measurements. Then, for Reiner stating some facts, let's attack from the south. The guy over here was just being a dick. I like Peak here bringing up Marley's amazing track record, sending 4 kids to capture the founding Titan. Oh, it should go better the second time around. So way to go Falco beating Gabby. Reiner must have given him some tips when he outran Annie. It was a nice touch here having the Marley guys actually being nice and even rooting for the warriors. As for Gabby being a little bitch. Someone woke up hangry today. Why are you trying so hard? I'm doing it for you, Gabby. Oh, did the little lovebird actually confess? Raising a flag there too. But against Gabby, super ineffective. Talk about being super dense, like shonen main character dense. As for the drunk fellow hugging the little girl, I'm calling BS, he knew that wasn't Gabby. I really don't recall this scene being in the manga, but I do like how the anime is showing you how grateful the Eldians are towards the warrior kids. New Brett scene for Gabby. As for the festival talks, these guys here did drop a few main points. The Tiber family will declare war, and hopefully the world will side with them. These guys even bring up the topic about whether it's going to be that easy. For a detail that's been glanced over, even in the manga, Udo brings up other internment zones for Eldians outside of Marley, that they're supposedly worse than those within Marley. I do wish the anime showed the worst imagery. Oh, I'm so perfect, so cute, getting all the boys thirsty, like that drunk gentleman from before. Gabby, you're too much. I freaking love the touch of the anime making her look weird. She looked like she'd be the one to stab you when you sleep. Switching over to Malgath and Willy. You heard them talk about this demolition. Just know they were talking in code about Marley needing this restructuring. Meanwhile, Willy didn't seem too pleased at actively interfering within Marley's affairs. Oh, the responsibility. Woe is me. Little thing to notice. The commander did bring up noticing rats running around. Switching over to your daily dose of Jaeger plus Falco. Falco didn't look too happy, but he did say he'll continue moving forward. I bet you that put a smile on Eren's face, mentally at least. But come on Falco, how much free labor have you actually been doing for this guy? As for Eren's little gift, a baseball glove, who thought it was a great gift to give this to a one-legged bum? As for Eren here, once the festival is over, you'll be heading back home. I don't know if it was just me, but Eren did look cheerful as he shared this. Hey, finally, Eren meeting up with Grandpa. Better not bring up the Grisha topic. Right here, Mr. Jaeger brought up Falco's uncle, Grice, the one fella that got Grisha involved in all of this. So Eren, looks like you've been caught using the little boy. Quick, make Grandpa disappear. It is sad to see that Grandpa Jaeger still lives in guilt over what happened to Grisha and Faye. I mean, you even have Boomer Jaeger looking like a past Titan. Perhaps that helps to explain Titans really expressing their regret. Eren was like, well, that was easy. Now time to go break an old buddy. For the mid-info card this episode, this time focus on the Tiber family. It feels like most of this was a summary of the stuff in this episode combined with past info. What is that Tiber symbol supposed to be? Anyway, party time, the night before the festival. Really guys? I'm sure the child labor will add to the atmosphere. Go ahead and drink the Marley wine, I would like a bottle. They actually have made Attack on Titan sake. Please do a wine collab next. Oh no, Udo, you royally screwed up. Time to get the Faye treatment. Thankfully, you did have this lovely Asian granny being all too kind, which really goes to show not everyone hates Eldians. More importantly, do notice that Japan has entered the chat, specifically Hizuru in the Attack on Titan world. As for the Tiber Playboy, this dude is as popular as ever. This included being popular with the nation that Marley was just fighting. As for the drunk bastard, whoops, did you let your true thoughts out? The enemy, oh bother. The important part to notice here is that these world leaders love Willy. They love the Tiber family. On the flip side, that fondness doesn't exactly extend to the Marley nation. And did you catch the irony of Marley toasting to peace? Right when a war declaration is around the corner. They shouldn't just let Willy handle any talking. At least Willy is willingly open to talking about his Eldian background, even bringing up the popular Eldian extermination topic. Willy is about to reveal his final solution. Next time on Titan Ball Z. But hold up, this episode already got to the day of the festival. Even Gabby was surprised. For Falco here, wipe the cream off, dude. I like how he was just like, shut up Gabby, just lick. Oh no, the warriors used the puppy eyes. We got no money, Reiner Oni-chan. And it looks like Porco got a freebie too. Even at the end, Best Girl was getting some cheese. I was actually glad to see Reiner being a tad happy, if only briefly. So Gabby, how the hell did you get wasted on food? You should keep in mind that it was Falco that gave her that ice cream. The little kid's like, all according to plan. Hopefully you stayed for the post-credit scene. Time for the night festival. I really hope they keep on doing these. So you got Reiner going down his own basement. Yo Reiner, take a seat buddy. Oh yes, hell yes, perfect episode. I think this might be the best from season 4 yet. Let me know if you liked it too. Did you dislike anything? I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The pacing being slowed down really makes a world of difference. I'm predicting the manga comparison video won't be too long this week. The long, chunky one for episode 3 is now up by the way. Anyway, Willy will deliver the truth in episode 5. I'm predicting that's gonna set the world on fire. Watch Attack on Titan be trending again. Unfortunately, I should remind you there is a 1-week delay for episode 5. Could you survive the wait? This is actually due to Japan taking some time off for the new year, which means the next Attack on Titan episode is in 2 weeks. I could only imagine that MAPPA Studio will still be working non-stop. I know waiting sucks, but personally I've been working non-stop daily ever since Attack on Titan Season 4 started, even part of Christmas Day. So I'm actually looking forward to this giving me some time to breathe. Talking about MAPPA Studio, they actually released an updated Attack on Titan Season 4 visual. You got Hobo Eren up in front. I've even seen Jesus Eren tossed around. That's a fun one. Let's see how Eren lives up to that title. Really quickly too, we actually got to 500,000 on Christmas Day. I really wish I could have been happy on that day, but my thoughts were really on the news that my dad just got tested positive for Rona-chan. And then the actual day of, it seems like my entire family is showing symptoms. Lovely how in the US it takes days to get results. The only bright side to this is thankfully they're only showing mild symptoms. Thankfully. Anyway, for the 500,000 mark, I don't know when, but I'm thinking about doing some quick video idea. Thinking back to the start of this year, I really didn't think I would hit this mark this year. So big thank you to you watching, liking, and commenting. I do read what you post as much as possible. By the way, do check out my top upcoming anime for 2021. Next year is frigging packed for anime, so I included twice the amount. I'm also trying to start and finish the best anime of 2020. Hopefully somehow I could release that later this week. On top of this, there's 2 other bonus videos coming too. I don't know how I'm getting any sleep, so be sure to check those out when they do drop. But anyway, let me know, did you enjoy this episode better than the previous ones? How was the pacing? Definitely subscribe so YouTube sends you new videos on time. Go watch my upcoming 2021 anime video, and I'll see you guys later.